The story begins. We set our sights on things, a new place, a fresh start, a quiet, steady hand at work. We push towards it. The days stack up, the effort gathers. Then the thing is ours, we hold it. A quiet stillness comes, a pause. We look at what we got. It is good. It is what we asked for, but then a small sound, a low note. It lives deep under the joy. It is not wrong, not bad, just there. A hand might rest on the window sill. We watch the night sky. The moon hangs. A sense sits in the chest. Not pain, not a sharp edge, more like a space, still open, still empty in a way. Do you know this feeling, this quiet drift of things? The world slows down for it. We just sit with it a while. We had a list of things to get, of places to be. We checked them off, each one a step up, a mark made, a box filled. And for a time a peace comes, a soft landing. But then the hum returns, a faint echo in the quiet room. It tells us something, not a clear word, not a name, just a nudge, that something still waits, still asks for a look, even when all is well, even when the outside shows plenty. A lack sits within, a gentle ache. A question hangs in the air, unspoken, always just out of reach. We watch the dust motes drift, they catch the dim light. A full cup sits on the table, warm still. We sip it slowly. The taste is good, simple, yet a small want stays. A tiny gap, not for more tea, not for a different kind, just for something else. A quiet breath leaves us. We draw another in, slow and deep. It feels like moving air through an empty jar. There is space inside, a hollow. We worked hard for what we have, we earned our place. We put in the hours, and the world outside nods. It sees our growth, it sees the things we built, the comfort we found, but the quiet hum keeps on, a soft note. You might hear it now, just a faint touch. Do you feel it, this quiet hum, like a fly caught in a web, not struggling hard? Just a tiny tremor. This feeling is not a fault, not a mistake you made, it just is a quiet friend or a quiet question. Which one we do not know. It just sits there, a stone in the stream. The water flows around it, but the stone stays always there, a presence, not big, not loud, only felt when all else is quiet. It waits for nothing, it asks for nothing, only that we notice it. A soft weight behind the ribs, not painful, just a point, a small dot. We had thought filling the boxes would fill the space, and it did, for a time. Then a new space opened up, one with no clear shape, no words for it, just a faint pull, like a thread unseen. A thin line holding us to something just out of sight. We close our eyes, the dark holds it too, this gentle, wide-open space. This question that does not speak. The night grows deep. The house settles. We hear only our breath and the pulse at the wrist. This other thing stays close. The one that has no name, no easy answer. It is not quite a want, not a need we can point to, more a soft, open current beneath what we do and what we say. We try to grasp it. It slips through the fingers like dry sand or air. It leaves no mark, but we feel it gone, a small shift, a sense of something just beyond reach. We close our eyes again. The dark holds it, a cool weight, a faint hum, not a sound for the ears, but felt in the ribs, a quiet push, a gentle pull. It does not demand, it does not hurt, it simply is. Sometimes, waking in the dark, you feel this too, a quiet echo, a space within you. One that does not need to be filled. It is like waiting for dawn. You know light will come, but you cannot make it faster. You cannot force the sun. It takes its own time. This space asks for the same. A still, open hand, no rush to close it. No rush to find a name for what might rest there, just the quiet holding, the patient breath. We sit with what is not known. This subtle pull that remains even when all the visible paths are walked. We have found some things, but the thread still stretches into the soft, wide unknown, and we watch it go. In the low light, a new day breaks. A fresh path shows. We get up from bed. We see what others hold or what they do. A bright car, a bigger house, a name in print, a seat at the front. These things shine, they catch the eye. We are taught to look this way, to reach for these things, to make them ours. It is a clear path, a road we can see, with markers placed along the way, a way to measure. To know if we are on track, we try to walk it well, to keep our steps steady, to gather what we are told to gather. Perhaps you have felt this too, this pull to look out, to chase what gleams. It is a common way we feel. We hold these new things, we taste the praise. For a moment it feels full, a quiet hum in the chest, a lightness in the step, but then it shifts. The weight changes. The bright new thing becomes known. It sits on the shelf. It does not hum as loud. The praise fades. A new goal calls, a further peak to climb, another prize to win. The path keeps stretching out, always a bit further on. The feeling of enough stays just out of reach. Like trying to catch a shadow, it stays ahead, and that quiet hum from before still waits. Unfed by all we add, just a space, still open, still asking. We watch others. They seem to walk with ease. They carry their gains. Perhaps a soft wish rises. A wish for that calm, so we stretch again. We reach further out. Another step. Another rung to climb. We are told these things matter deeply. A loud echo in the world. It says, gather more, go this way, and we do. We try to follow. Our feet grow heavy. Our gaze stays fixed, always ahead, always on the edge of seeing. The horizon never gets closer. It moves with us. The bright light always seems just beyond our grasp. It pulls us on. The hand can still ache, even when full, even when heavy. A breath feels shallow then. There is a feeling sometimes of water flowing. New water always, but the riverbed holds its shape. This feeling, you might know it, a quiet wondering. It sits low, like a soft stone in the gut. We keep walking. We keep adding to the pile, to the story we tell, the story for others to see. Yet that space inside still waits. It does not fill with gold, not with praise. It is a different hunger. A thirst the usual well does not touch. We follow the map, the one given to us. It has clear lines, big promises, but the map does not show this quiet space. The one that holds its breath, it keeps a silent count of things that pass by, unseen, untouched, and we wonder, low in the chest, if we are looking in the wrong place, or asking the wrong question, or if the question itself is the point. The steady hum, unanswered. The path ahead shines. It does. So many lights along its edge. Others point the way. Their hands show the prizes, the places where sound is loud, where names are spoken. We step forward. Our feet know this road. They have walked it many times. A warmth comes, a brief settling, like sun on skin. Then it passes. The hand opens slowly. The weight lifts, and the air feels cool again. We look up. Another light waits. Further on, always further on, that quiet space inside. It holds still. It takes no part in this chase, only breathes with a slow rise and fall like the night tide. It does not ask for more things, not for a higher place. It asks for something else. A kind of knowing or a kind of quiet being. Perhaps you have felt this. A small shift inside, a door opening or just a window, and still we walk the outer road because it is there, because it is bright, because the steps are clear. We put one foot in front of the other. The dust rises. The horizon keeps moving back. And that other sense, the quiet one, it just waits. It breathes its own air. It does not demand. It only is. A soft hum under the noise. A question without words. It stays. We walk the outer road. It stretches out. Others walk it too, beside us, ahead of us. Their steps make marks in the dust. We watch their hands, what they reach for, what they hold close. A slow turn of the head, we see what is given, what is praised, a bright thing, a strong place. A quiet knowing begins to form a picture of what is good, what is needed not just for us alone, but for all. A shared dream starts to breathe. You have watched this slow drift. A part of you felt it. A soft weight settles on the heart. It feels like our own wish. But the wish wears clothes that others have woven. It speaks with words we have heard many times from childhood's edge. From the hum of the day, a quiet echo, a habit of wanting. It feels old, it feels true. And yet, a small thread still pulls back to that place of just being. A quiet question. Does this path truly lead to that knowing, or does it just make more dust? The quiet inside. It does not answer. It only waits. The quiet inside. It does not answer. It only waits. The air stills. A leaf drifts past the pane. We hold a thought. A deep breath comes. This wanting, it feels right. It has always been there, a hum in the bones. We walk with it. We plan our days around it. It is safe. It is known. But sometimes a fine crack shows, like a line in old glass. A sudden quiet at the end of a long day. The light fading. You hold what you gained. It is good. It is what you worked for. And still, a small empty space, like a lost sound. The chest feels a touch tight. The shoulders hold a slight ache. What is this pull? This faint call? It is not loud, it is not urgent, it is just there, like a stone at the bottom of a clear stream. You try to reach it, your hand goes down, the water moves, the stone shifts, it slips away, back to its hidden place. You know this feeling, a gentle pause, it asks nothing, it just is. The air cools, the clock makes a soft tick, we look out. The street lamps glow, all the same, all bright. Each house holds a life. Each life holds a want. Do they feel it too? This small drift, this quiet gap, the wish we chase, it shines, it promises. But sometimes the light feels thin, like moonlight on a cold floor. We keep walking. One foot, then the next. The path is clear, yet a soft doubt walks beside us. A very quiet step. It does not speak words. It only points to the space between breath. The true deep need. Does it wait there, unseen, unnamed, or is it just a trick of the night? A mind that will not rest. We do not know. The window is dark now. We only feel the cool glass and the quiet inside. It still waits, not for an answer, but for us to sit. We sit there. The room is quiet, only the faint hum of the fridge. A small sound in the dark. We breathe in, we breathe out, and we think of the things we chase. The things we learn to want. A child sees a bright toy. It reaches out a hand. The toy glows. Later we look at others. They have shiny things. We feel a pull then. A quiet tug. Is that a want? Or just an echo? A long-held habit of the mind. Like water carving stone, it makes a path. We walk that path without thinking. One foot after another, the familiar ground. The air moves softly around us. It carries old whispers, stories of what is good, of what is enough. We take them in without a word. They settle deep inside. They feel like our own true wishes. But sometimes a different current stirs. A very small ripple in the quiet pool. It asks us to feel the shape of our own breath, to listen to the silence just beneath our ears. This is not an easy turning. The old road feels safe. It feels known. To step away feels like losing something clear. You feel it too, don't you? This slow pull back and forth. The ground shifting underfoot. We seek a warmth we cannot name. A kind of rest that no thing can bring. We close our eyes for a moment. The darkness holds us. It does not speak. But it lets us simply be. Dark holds us. It does not speak. It lets us simply be. A soft pull comes after this stillness. It is a very old habit. The mind turns to what is next, to what is not yet ours. We often think of one more thing, one more step to finally reach a calm place. We chase it with our hands, with our days. We want to feel full, to feel complete. When we get the thing we sought, a light comes on. It shines for a short time. A brief warmth spreads through us. Then, slowly, the light dims and the warmth fades, leaving a cooler air behind. The space we hope to fill it often feels the same, or even a little wider than before. And so the search begins again for the next thing to bring that brief, bright glow. This path keeps unwinding. It never seems to end. You might feel this too, this quiet seeking, this slow pull that asks for more. It is a common road, a path worn deep by many feet. The reaching hand grows tired. A slight ache sets in, not from the weight of what it holds, but from the empty air it grasps again and again. We know this quiet rhythm, the brief hold, the slow slip away. We stand here now, the night around us, and a question rests like a stone in the palm. Does the end of the chase ever truly arrive, or does the chase itself become the only known home? We stand with a new thing in our hands. The good feeling comes. A brief warmth spreads. It stays for a moment. Then it cools. A quiet air takes its place. The feeling often moves away like mist in the sun. We thought this would be the place, where the steady ground begins, where the search would stop, but the ground shifts. A slow sliding, the feet feel it. A subtle pull towards what comes next. The mind looks ahead to another spot. Another bright glow, it sees a settling there, a moment of true stillness. But that spot also moves, it steps back as we step forward. The hand still reaches, even when it holds much. A faint ache returns, not from a lack, but from the constant reach. Perhaps you feel this quiet pull, a whisper in the dark. It is a slow, old tune. The breath catches. A tiny pause inside for a short while. Then the slow current starts again, carrying us towards another unknown space. The eyes search the dim light, always for something more. This quiet moving on, it feels like a heartbeat, a constant rhythm. Will the road ever smooth out, or is the walking itself the only peace we truly know? The question hangs, like still air. No easy answer comes. The mind rests on it. It turns this thought over like a smooth, cool stone in the palm. We hold a wish close. A picture forms of a finished state, a quiet harbor where waves slow and the boat comes to rest. But even at anchor, a sway remains. A gentle pull, the sun shifts. The water changes its face. Perhaps you have felt this quiet shift. A brief moment of calm, then a new tide begins to rise. It is not a fault in the wanting, the hand that takes hold. It finds a small warmth for a breath or two, then the warmth fades, or it changes its shape. We look past the thing held, to the space beyond it, to a new horizon line, always a little further off. The eye sees a faint light there. Another promise of a deeper peace, a lasting ease. The path unrolls mile after mile. Each step brings us closer to where we thought we'd stop. But the stopping place keeps moving. It is a slow dance between here and there, between having and seeking. The breath goes in. The breath goes out. The feet keep their beat. This steady walking on, is it a circle or just a very long road? The moon waits. The night deepens, and we are still here, still listening for a true stillness that might not ever arrive, but the search itself. It fills these quiet hours with a purpose we do not fully grasp, and yet there is a quiet hum, deep down below the noise, a slow pulse, not felt by the hand but known by something else. An inner knowing without words. It is like the wellspring hidden far below ground. You cannot see its bright face. You cannot taste its clear stream, not directly, but the trees drink. The fields grow green. A quiet life flows from its unseen depth. This pull is soft, a light touch, on the edge of thought, a sense of leaning toward what feels true, not loud, not a call to arms, just a small turn of the head or the heart to a different kind of light. Perhaps you feel it too, this quiet hum, a soft echo from within, waiting for your ear. We look for the big signs, the grand path, the thing that shines, but the source often whispers in the soft light of dawn, in the long quiet of night, when the mind rests for a brief span, a sudden ease, a still breathe, a quiet settling. This is not a thing you hold, not like a stone or a loaf of bread. It is more like the air itself, present, often unseen, but vital. And then the moment passes. The outside world calls. The thought of what's next arrives, and the gentle hum fades a bit. The wellspring is still there, but the ear has turned away, seeking again, the thing to grasp, the place to reach. A new horizon, always just out of touch, we reach again. The hand stretches out for the next bright thing or the next far-off goal, always just beyond our grasp. A slight ache can settle, here in the chest, a low hum or a soft lack. Not a sharp pain, more like a space left open. We might then look for something new to fill it. But sometimes, without trying, a quiet falls. The sounds outside grow distant, the rush in the head slows. You might feel a breath deepen, a soft release in your shoulders, a settling of weight. It is not a thought, more like a shift in the air. A sudden calm, like a stone dropping into still water. The ripples spread slow. Then the surface goes smooth once more. Perhaps you know this feeling. This moment of soft release. It comes and goes. A flicker, not a constant flame. And then the world nudges. A task comes to mind. A future worry takes hold. The gentle hum fades back. The smooth surface ripples again. We look out for the thing to do, the place to be, the next bright spot on the road. The deep well is still there, but our eyes are fixed on the horizon once more, always just out of reach. We walk on, we reach out for things, bright things, loud things, things that promise a full hand. We hold them. For a time, a flicker of warmth. Then a cool breeze comes and the hand feels empty once more. The ache returns. A soft, small thrum behind the ribs, a subtle pull not outward but down, a feeling like a deep root searching for water. This is not a task, it asks for nothing, no effort, no push. Just a turning, a slow turning of the head, a drop of the gaze. Perhaps you feel this too, this pull toward a quiet place. This knowing without words, it is just there. The world outside keeps its hum. The sun keeps its light. Our feet still know the road. But sometimes in a still moment you hear another sound, a whisper or a deep, low note. Like a stone has shifted in a far-off stream. It does not call. It does not shout. It simply exists. A slow pulse in the dark. A breath held low in the chest. A soft light under the soil. We look, and we look, and we look out. We scan the far-off line of hills. We watch the street lights gleam. A map unfolds. It shows us places to go, paths to take. Some paths are well lit. Many feet have walked them. They seem to call to us. Go here, they seem to say. This is where good things lie. Our steps begin to fall in line, one foot after the other. A steady rhythm takes hold, but the soft thrum, it stays, that deep root, still searching under the ground. It does not pull us toward the well-lit road. It pulls us to a quiet place. A place with no signs, no sound of other feet. This feeling, it sits in the deep part of you. It does not rush. It simply waits. It asks for nothing but your quiet ear. Do you feel it too, this quiet hum, a soft weight in the chest, a breath held long? It is just there. We walk along the common path. We try to find what we are told is good, but the ground beneath us, It seems to whisper another way. It feels like a slow push from deep inside, not a loud sound, more like a shift in air, a leaf falling unseen. We chase the bright gleam out there. We reach for what we are told, but the quiet pull, it never leaves. It just gets softer or it gets louder. Depending on how still we can be, we walk this path. The ground is hard. We see the wide world here. Lights shine far off. They call to us. Our eyes follow. Our steps want to go there. It is easy to believe that true good lies in that bright distance beyond where we stand. But the quiet pull, it does not point to lights. It points to a soft shade, to a still breathe, to a space felt not seen. It asks for no great effort, only that we might stop for a little while and simply notice the air move around us. The hum stays. It is low. It is steady. You are here now, just with this thought, nothing more, this small turn. Inside, just a slow shift. Not a loud thought, more like warm stone underfoot or the weight of a hand on a sill. We carry this small knowing. We still step out into the day. The path is still there, the wide one, and the pull remains. It does not demand a choice, not yet, but simply stays, a soft question held in the deep part of us. The path still calls. It stretches far. We put one foot down, then the next. The world asks for us. It asks for our hands. Our minds reach out towards what we see, towards what shines, towards what feels good to reach for. A quiet part of us knows the weight of this. The push to move, the need to keep pace. It is not a bad push, just a strong one. It feels like an old habit or a well-worn track. We walk it. We do what we feel we must, and then a breath, a still moment. The hum returns, soft, steady. It does not ask us to run. It does not ask us to change course. It simply shows us the ground we stand on, the true feel of the air, the small sounds of the room. You know this feeling, a quiet truth. It settles in you, no need to move it. We might sit by a window or hold a warm cup. The light changes. The day moves on. The thought is not loud. It is more like a low whisper. It is the space between one task and the next, a small opening, a soft glimpse of what feels right, not what looks right. This inner sense, it has no map. It does not point to big bright lights. It points to a slow breath, a stillness that grows, but the path outside still waits. The wide, clear path, the one we are told we should walk, and so we hold both. The pull of what shines bright, and the quiet knowing of what warms us deep inside. They do not always meet. They do not always make a single choice easy. The hands still move, the feet still walk, and the soft question stays in the deep part of us, just there. The question settles in the quiet hours. It has no sharp edge. It is more a soft hum. We can feel it when the world grows still around us. A hand rests. A breath slows down. We chase after many things. Bright things, loud things, a shape we think we need to hold, a name we think we need to carry. But sometimes, even when we have it close, the feeling does not come. The fullness, the deep ease. It is like holding a smooth, pretty stone. It is there, solid, real. But the warmth we look for is not in the stone itself. It is in the way our hand holds it, or in the quiet place where we found it. This is the space we sit in now, between the doing and the being. The path out there has clear signs. They point to what is new, what is more. They whisper of a better shape, a faster speed, but the heart has its own slow beat. It knows a different measure. It notices the light on the wall, the sound of rain far off, the simple act of closing one's eyes for a moment. It is not a choice between good and bad, more like two different kinds of light. One bright, urging forward, the other soft, inviting rest. Perhaps you know this feeling, this quiet back and forth. It is a slow hum in the dark. We watch these two paths unwind, side by side, yet never quite merging. We gather what we think we want, and then we find ourselves waiting for the quiet sense to fill us. The one that makes the world feel right. A hand opens, a breath lets go, and the gap remains, a space to just look at, not to cross, not to close, just to see. The gap remains, a space to just look at, not to cross, not to close, just to see. We watch it, we breathe. A quiet hum stays in the air. Not a sound you hear with your ears, more like a feeling deep down. We chase a certain kind of bright, a quick, sharp light. It promises to make things whole. We gather what it shows us, piling it up, like stones by a river. But the quiet sense does not come from this. It feels more like a letting go, a slow easing of the shoulders, a shift in the weight of the day. The light on the wall stays soft. The rain still falls far off. These things have their own deep pull. They do not ask for anything in return. You feel it, don't you, this space inside? The way a quiet house holds the night. We want to reach the place where everything fits, where the world makes perfect sense, but the waiting stays, the slight ache remains. It is not a bad ache, just a soft one, a clear sign this gap is not to be filled. It is there to be seen, to be felt. A still air, a silent breath, a slow, slow pulse. The search continues, the quiet remains. They are two hands that do not quite clasp, the slow turn of a thought. Another night comes, we lie still, the small space under the skin, it waits, this wanting, a little tug, always there, even when the day was full. Even when many good things were done, the mind turns to what is next or what was missed. A little current pulls us on, it asks for more, not a loud voice, just a low hum. We chase the bright things, we hold them close. For a short while, they sit heavy in the hand. Then a quiet falls. A different kind of pull starts up. A soft weight. It calls us back to something deep inside the bones. A stillness asks to be met. This feeling has no shape, no name. It is like the air after a long rain, clean and very still. We try to gather this feeling, to keep it safe. But it slips past our fingers like a dream upon waking. You feel it now, don't you, this drift, this wish for things to settle, to just be. The wanting comes back, a gentle push. It tells us to reach, to find, to close the open space. But the space stays, it breathes with us, a soft rhythm. It is not a hole, it is more like the pause between two breaths or the quiet between bell strokes. We keep moving towards something, we also keep sitting with nothing. The two paths run close. They do not quite join up. The search makes a sound. The stillness has its own song. Both are true, both are here. Now, we sit in this place, where two streams flow. One stream pulls us on, towards what is new, towards what is bright. It promises a kind of ease, a finish line we cannot quite see. We feel the pull like a thread held tight. Our breath quickens a little. The mind moves too, seeking shape for what comes next. Then the other stream, it is slow. It holds a great weight, but not a heavy one. It is the weight of the stone, warm from the sun, or the old wood of a door frame. A hand has touched it for years. This stream asks for nothing. It simply runs its course. It simply is. You feel it, don't you, this quiet pull, this soft asking. It has no loud voice. The wanting often speaks louder. It points to far hills. It names bright, new things. It tells us to climb, to reach, to fill a space. But the space we aim to fill often moves. It shifts its shape just out of grasp, like trying to hold mist. The hand's close. The mist is gone. What we chase can feel real, solid. But the chasing itself leaves us light, almost floating. And what truly settles us? It has no price, no label. It sits in the quiet, in the small lift of the chest, as a deep breath enters and then leaves. We keep looking out. We also look within. The eyes move between these two, searching or waiting. A quiet tension stays. Not sharp, more like a thin wire humming in the dark. It reminds us of the space, the gap between the things we seek and what truly feels like home. It is always there, a soft, unanswered question, a gentle hum, and we live inside that hum. The hum stays. It is not a sound we hear with ears, more like a faint touch, a pressure behind the ribs, a slow pulse maybe. We seek hard things, big things, bright things, but the deep quiet often comes from small spots. A patch of sun on the floor, the smell of rain on dry ground, a slow cup of tea warming the hands. These moments ask for nothing, they just are. We look for the big bell, a loud ring to tell us we are there. But the bell inside rings very soft, a quiet thrum, a low note held long. It does not demand notice, it waits. Sometimes we walk past it, our eyes fixed far ahead, on a light that is not there yet. This is a feeling you might know. A gentle pull in two ways, a soft drift between what is out there and what is here. The air shifts, the room holds its breath. We breathe in, we breathe out. And the gap, that soft hum, it stays with the rhythm of our chest. A gentle, constant companion, not a problem to fix. Just a way of being here. The chest rises, it falls. The air enters, it leaves. This simple pulse holds many things, a faint ache, a quiet wonder. We carry the soft edge of what we want and what we have in each breath. Morning comes. Sunlight finds the wall, dust motes dance. Life calls us on, we step into the day, our tasks wait. A small push moves us forward always. The gap does not shout, it whispers, a gentle pull, a shift in weight, a long sigh leaving the throat. It lives in the space between one thought and the next. It is not a fault, it is just a thing. You feel it too, don't you? This quiet drift between the wish and the real. It sits with you. The cup sits empty. Then it is full, the day ends, night returns. We do not always need to fill every empty space within us. Perhaps some spaces are meant to be felt as air, a cool current passing through, and we are left simply noticing this flow, the soft tide of what is sought and what truly nourishes the heart. This quiet hum stays. A low chord played on, a low chord played on, the sound drifts, a slow note, it stays in the air, like the scent of rain on dry ground or a faint taste left on the tongue. It asks for nothing, it just is. This quiet hum, this quiet hum. A soft space opens between the thought of wanting more and the simple warmth of the blanket or the steady beat of the heart. One hand rests still, the other might reach for something not quite there, not yet, or maybe never. It is just this now. The night holds it. You are here with it. No need to move. No need to move. The air changes. A cool drift, then still again. We chase many bright things like a child chasing a butterfly. The joy is in the chase or the net. But the touch, if it comes, is light. So light it often slips. We hold what we think we need, it feels heavy, then light again. A different kind of light, a deeper peace. One that sits behind the eyes. This quiet work of sitting with the pull, the small ache, and the surprising calm, often happens in the dark hours when the world sleeps. The world sleeps. We watch the dark, we feel the old path and the new path call. They do not always run together. This is not a flaw, it is just the weave, the very cloth of our days, a soft tension, a breath held low, a question that sits not demanding an answer, only a gentle ear to listen to the quiet tide within, to the true note being played. The night stays still. Maybe a small sound outside, a leaf turning. The house settles. We feel the breath come in, then out again, a long, slow wave. We trace the edge of what we thought we wanted, and then what it felt like, a warm space or a cool one. The hand reached out, the fingers closed around something felt. What was caught, sometimes a shadow, sometimes a clear stone, always shifting in the light. The seeking never quite ends, it takes a new shape. This turning of the heart simply keeps its quiet way. You are here now, just this moment. The dark holds it all, no need to rush. The ache is still there, a small pull, like a string drawn tight. It sits beside the ease, the quiet ease of simply being. The world will wake soon. New wants will rise. They have their own light, their own pull, and the deep quiet will stay. A steady hum underneath all the noise. We just keep breathing, watching the path. The light, then the dark. The reaching, then the soft return. Always both. This quiet work goes on. A path walked in no hurry. We walk it again each day, and each night. The seeking hand still opens. The quiet heart still beats. The old wish pulls. The soft peace waits. They sit side by side under the wide sky. They do not become one, not yet, perhaps. They never will. And that is the shape of it, the light, the shade, always moving, always asking, and so we sit. The morning light will soon touch the glass. A slow climb, the seeking hand still reaches. The soft peace still holds its ground. They do not clash. They simply are, like the light and the shade on the wall. One grows, one shrinks. Then it shifts again. There is no need to pick a side in the quiet dark, only to watch them as they play their long, slow game. The breath goes in. The breath goes out. A small shift inside, a gentle weight. You feel it, perhaps, this quiet pull, this soft resistance. It is just there, a steady, low sound. The world will ask for things, it always does, and the heart will answer with its own deep yes or a soft no. We learn to listen to the small voice, to the rustle of leaves, to the slow beat of the clock. It is a long lesson, a walk without a map. We walk it still. The path unwinds. The air grows cool, then warm again. The wish to hold what slips away and the quiet knowing of what stays, always both. This quiet work goes on. The light, the shade, always moving, always asking.